If you're behind on your mortgage, see an attorney as soon as possible. We may not be able to do anything for you right away, but at least you'll understand what your options are and we can lay out a plan. So many people have different situations. You can't say to one person what they should do as soon as they get behind on their mortgage. It's unique to each individual. You can try to deal with the bank yourself, and you probably should call the bank and let them know what your situation is as soon as possible, but don't rely on the advice that the bank gives you. It used to be that banks would also always tell their clients, well, you're not behind, so we can't talk to you, there's nothing we can do for you. And that's just simply not true now. So you can talk with your bank, but don't depend on what they're telling you. There are lots of viable options out there, and the person you're talking to at the bank just may not be aware of what those options are, at least not all of them. Every day that goes by, there are new programs coming down the pike, and that's why it's important when you're served or when you find out that you're going to have trouble making your mortgage payments, that you talk to an attorney about what the options are, because they may be very different tomorrow than they are today. A loan modification is a really good option for people who are just having to pay a little bit too much each month. If you can afford to pay $500 to $700 less than what you're paying now, and particularly if you have a higher interest rate, you might qualify for the HAMP program, which is a federal program that's out there right now, or you might qualify for one of your lender's other programs. So again, it's important to get on top of the situation, be proactive, and as soon as you think that you might be having or foresee a problem down the road with you paying the mortgage, contact your bank, find out about the programs they're offering, and see if you qualify for a modification. We can help people with modifications, but I usually suggest that they try to do that first by themselves. People who are in that situation are struggling, and if they can avoid paying attorney's fees, I think that that's beneficial to them. There are lots of companies out there that are taking advantage of people right now, saying, well, pay us $4,000 or $5,000 over a period of time and we'll modify your mortgage for you. You don't need to go that route, at least not initially. You should try to do it yourself and then come see a lawyer who has a fiduciary obligation to you to work with you. And I think that in the long run, your costs will be reduced and you'll get better service.